Hello, everybody. How are you doing today? My name is Tony Rizano, and this is episode 358 of the world famous, the University Love, the best podcast in one, two, three galaxies. But ladies and gentlemen, you and I, we just call this thing online marketing moves. And we are coming to you live today. Today is Monday, August the 9th, 2021. Ladies and gentlemen, how are you? How was your weekend? Ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to talk about something that's very important. It's very important to all of us. And it's about your belief system. It's about you saying, I can do whatever you want to do. And, putting up invincible fences and everything like that. Ladies and gentlemen, you can do whatever it is that you want to do. Now, we all know you got to put a little action behind it. You got to put a little hard work behind it. Have some luck happen, but there's really no stopping you in anything that you want to do. There's no barriers. You know, there's no fence. We build fences in our minds. We build restraints in our minds. We build force fields. We build up these walls. We build up these barriers. I don't know if it's because we are scared or we just are intimidated or what. But the best thing about life is every day is a new day. Every day is a new day. It's not, oh, this happened yesterday or this happened 10 years ago, this happened 20 years ago. No. Every day is a new day. Every day is a new day for you to challenge yourself. Every day is a new day for you to do something new, And if you're good at something, never rest on your laurels, Always be thinking about what you can do to improve, because none of us are perfect. None of us are, you know, there's a level that we can always go up, and you can always keep going up and keep going up and keep going up. I mean, listen, I've been driving for 15 years and there's a lot more that I can do as far as truck driving. I know I can get better at it. There's there's things that I can improve on. You know what I mean? Like, and so until I, get out of that, I'm always I keep working to get better at it. I keep striving to be the best, I can be, the best driver I can be. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you can hear this or not, but we have a guest on the podcast. She's 8 days old. She's cute. She's my daughter, so she's sleeping, but if she wakes up, don't worry. You'll quickly won't have to hear her scream. She's not a screamer too much, so that's good. But we got to end on the podcast today. but anyway, back to my point. Every day is a new day. Like, every day is a new adventure. You wake up, you say, okay, what can I do to get better at whatever I'm trying to achieve? What can I do to work on the things that I want to do? There's no, oh, this, I messed up yesterday, because bad things are going to happen. And like, just, you're going to make mistakes. You're not going to be perfect. There's no such thing as perfection. You're going to make a mistake sometimes. Things happen. You have to just forget about them, move on. It's something like, I watched the Last Dance documentary, and while my wife was in labor, while we were sitting there waiting, and it reminded me of how great Michael Jordan is. But one thing about Michael Jordan, like Michael Jordan, Tom Brady, all people that are great in anything in life, the one thing they do is focus on the task at hand, and they don't worry about what happened before. Like, I remember Tom Brady said something. It was a game, and I think last year, Tom Brady he's been in the NFL for 20 years, and he forgot that he thought it was fourth down, but it was like third down or something like that. He made a mistake, and he shrugged it off. He said, "Hey, whatever." And they still went on and won the Super Bowl. And he was like, "Hey, man, it happens." And Tom Brady is the seven-time Super Bowl champ, so if he can make a mistake, it's okay if you make a mistake as well. But the thing about the difference between him and us sometimes is sometimes we harbor on these things. We harbor on the mistakes that we make. We look back too much. You know, it's one thing about life that you can't do. You can't look back too much and you can't look forward to the future too much. If you live in the future, then you're not living in the present. And if you are stuck in the past, then you will never see the future. You know what I mean? Like it's a slippery slope of that. But what you want to do is the best you can do is be in the moment. Be in the moment every day. And every day that you are in the moment, it will help a lot. And I guess that's one thing about having a kid because like I see the baby and the baby every day is something new for the baby. The baby like my daughter, she likes looking up at the lights, and I'm like, "What is this? What is she? The reincarnation of Thomas Edison?" And every day she discovers something. I remember she was looking at her hand, she was all wowed by a hand, and she's trying to put her little fist in her mouth, and I was like, that's interesting. And like every day is something new with her. Every day she has a new facial expression. Every day she has something new. And like yesterday, she made the attempt to try to hold the bottle, which I was like, oh, look at her trying to use a little hand. But, of course, she's like a week old, so she ain't going to be able to do that. But it's just every day is something new. And it actually has helped me, you know, think about my own life and makes me think, because before, like a long time ago, I would definitely always live in the future. And that's not smart. I'm not gonna say it's not smart, but it's not good. It doesn't get you anywhere. You know what I mean? So living in the future doesn't get you nowhere. You know, complaining about the past doesn't get you anywhere. Being in the present moment is the only way you can get out of the thing that you want to do or the situation that you're in. You know what I mean? You know, tackle the day head on, and you'll be better for it. And so it doesn't matter what you want to do when it comes to this whole internet marketing thing. It doesn't matter what you want to do or who you want to be. The point is, don't worry about the past. Don't worry about it's sort of like I grew up in a small town and you would have a girl and, I'm use I'm gonna use these like I knew a girl. She's a very nice girl, sweet girl, but she got caught up in some kind of situation where somebody filmed her, having sex or whatever. And so people tried to label her, like the words, tramp and all this kind of stuff, but she was young, it's like I don't think she knew, it wasn't her consent. This is a long time ago. I mean, the sex was consensual, but not the filming, I believe. So, but people try to label her, over and over. And I saw her one day. This is not too long ago. Well, probably like 10 years ago. But I was just talking to her and I was like, and she was at the store. And she said, "Yeah, I got my kids and I'm married or whatever." And I was like, "Oh, that's nice. That's sweet." And she was like, "I haven't seen you in a long time." And I was like, "Yeah, I've just been sort of hanging around doing whatever. And but it was a nice conversation and I didn't think anything about it. And I went on and I remember I told my brother, I said, "Yeah, I see this girl we used to know." And he's like, "Oh man, what's she doing? She still, sleeping around?" And I was like, "What?" And I was like, "Come on, man, that's a long time ago, man. Don't bring up the woman's past. That was like when she was like, like we was in high school, my man. Like this is 15 years later. Like, come on. And it just goes to show you some people they don't let go of the past. But for you, it don't matter. Whatever like let's say you used to be on drugs or something like that. That's in the past, and you fight every day to better your situation. You fight every day to, not get back into that life. Now, people are gonna judge you, and you might want to get rid of those old people that you used to know, but who cares about what people think? You know what I mean? Like you know who you are, and it's it's just how it is. And there's no future if you don't do the things that you want to do every day. Let's say you dream about driving a boat, you know, hey, I'm dreaming about driving a boat. And I see myself 5 years from now driving a boat. Well, today, do the things that you need to do to get to where you can be driving that boat in 5 years. You know what I mean? So, ladies and gentlemen, the future, hold, give it some thought, but don't live in it. The past, don't live in it. Present, be in the present moment at all times, and you'll be better for it. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for the podcast. Be in the moment, be in the present moment as much as possible. 100% of the time, be in the present moment. Not as much as possible. Be in the present moment 100% of the time, and you'll be 1,000 times better for it. Because, like I said, the future, the past, today. What are you doing right now? What are you doing right now? At the time of this recording right now, it's 10:34 a.m. Monday morning. Right now, I'm talking to you, and I'm thinking about you. So what are you doing right now as you listen to this podcast? What are you going to do as soon as this podcast ends? What are you going to do to get to where you want to be? All right. That's it. That's it for the podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody say goodbye to my co-host. She did a good job of sleeping. But anyway, we'll be back tomorrow with the all new episode of Online Marketing Moves. But until then, my name is Tony Rizzano. Thank you for listening. Oh, yeah, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't already, send in, if you have a question, send it in to Tony at onlinemarketingmoves.com. And like I said, in September, we'll be cranking them out, doing the question of the day. And that's it. But until tomorrow, my name is Tony Rizzano. Thank you for listening. And as always, everybody, peace.